guys, this is another episode of Let's Talk About Tomorrow, where we discuss anything and everything, and I am your most beautiful host, Petrina.
And I'm your co-host, David.
So today we have Chioma in the house, and it's her first time on the show. Welcome, Chioma.
Welcome, Chioma.
And we also have David. David, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me,
Well,
Petrina.
and obviously we have Mr. Bako on the show. Thank you for joining us. Thank you.
In today's society, people are expected to date and marry within their age bracket. But some will argue saying, is age not just a number? Remember how the internet went crazy when we found out that 19-year-old Regina Daniels was getting married to Senator Ned Nwoko, a man 40 years older than her. She and her mother were heavily criticized over the marriage, especially because Regina was the sixth wife. But she seems happy to be with her husband. She's happy with her decision. Today, she even has 2 sons for the man. So,
another example is Anunze, a lead actor in Afam Mefuna, who married Blessing Obasi, who is 10 years older than he. His other examples are Peter Okoye of P Square. We have Mike Edwards, former BBN housemate. We have MC Fish and Dari Art Alade, etc. Names like that.
okay, so let me start with this question. If marrying older people is working for some people, then wouldn't you say, Joma, let me ask you, wouldn't you say that age is just a number?
Well, for me, age is just a number, to be frank. It is not about the age, it's about the content in the person.
Okay.
Yes.
I really like that.
Yes, it's about the content. It's how the person thinks. If your goals and your vision for life is intertwined, then why can't you guys work together?
Right.
Most times, because some persons have married older persons, and for example, women that say, "Oh, I cannot marry a man that I'm older than," and they want to go for someone that is older than they are. It turned out to be that the man, in a way, did not even help their life. Rather, he brought them down. Now there are younger men that are sane and understand how to even treat a woman right. So that's why I said it is not about the age, but about the content of the person.
David, do you agree with her?
Totally. Age has always been a number. It's been counted to the day you were born.
Right.
Yes, smiling.
So
very
in
suspicious.
this person's situation, Regina Daniels, does that seem appropriate for you?
The age event was like 40 years.
40 years, yes.
If it were to be me, I would have probably married.
Say again.
Wait, you mean at 19?
Say
At
again.
19, or
Calm
because the
down.
man was
Put
59 at the time
perspective.
she was 19?
But for a guy, that won't work out because, of course, she's past menopause. Unless you guys want to stay and be without children.
I think that's a
What this
question
thing
for
you
another
said
day.
now, it happens because if you go to the Koyi customary court, you will
will
see
see
people.
things,
Of my age, married people.
Please don't go there.
You don't
You're not
use
even-
TikTok.
yeah.
You don't want to go there.
You don't use TikTok. I'm asking you, David, you don't use TikTok.
Not really.
If you use TikTok, you will see things.
No, just on a good Tuesday or Wednesday, just go to Koyi Magistrate Court. Just get there. Just buy this because they rent seats, 100 naira, 200 naira. Just take the seat and sit down and watch things.
And
unfold.
give your eyes food.
You would see young guys that are marrying women that are over. They are actually experiencing
Their
menopause.
grandmothers.
This
Some
question
of
now,
them, their teeth are gone.
the idea of a guy marrying someone older and a lady marrying someone older, can we equate it? Is it the same?
Is it equitable now?
But wait,
No,
before
wait.
that, we did not even, like, to you, it's age just a number. Let's first know.
Okay.
I would say in
I'm actually
principle,
very curious.
in principle, you know, because I come from experience. So in principle, age is, yes, just a number. But then there should be certain provisos. Provisos because, first of all, marrying somebody who is your age mate or marrying a lady who is maybe a year or 2 years younger than you are does not guarantee a good marriage.
Exactly.
It does not.
It does not guarantee.
The best marriage.
It raises the chances. That's what I would say. But
Are you
go
sure?
on.
Yeah, are you sure?
Not necessarily.
I don't think so.
Not
I don't
necessarily.
think so.
There is
Not
no
necessarily.
correlation between
At
your
all.
age and, you know,
Okay.
Your
like she said,
maturity,
your content.
I want him to land this
Yeah,
thought.
so I was already going there.
Okay.
It's not all by itself a guarantee
Mm.
they're gonna have a great marriage. But when you compare, in comparison,
Mm.
because traditionally as Africans, it is established, and perhaps because of our Christian and Islamic heritage, it is established that in a home, the man is the head.
Yes.
So to that extent, in fact, I've seen women that say they wanted to marry a taller man.
A taller.
Yes, a
I've
taller
not
man.
seen any woman that
Nah,
says
The
she's married
one-
a shorter man.
the way you said I've seen women, all of them dream
Okay,
about
say
taller.
yes, because the reason the woman
Oh,
came,
you are agreeing to that.
Regina is always on the left.
If Regina
No,
do
I
it,
like
she'll-
And I had her say, not because it's not the tall that can answer something.
Mm.
She said she cannot look down on a man she's looking up to.
Mm.
That was yes.
That was deep.
Mm.
That was the woman's. I mean, she's even a social media influencer on Instagram. She said Veronica said that she said she couldn't that she wouldn't that she don't think she would look down on a man she's always looking up to. That was her own reason
what
for
does that
needing a
have to
taller
do
man.
with-
I'm coming at something. So the place of the man being older, you see that's in the case of Regina Dynasty, it can even be stretched up to sometimes 5, 10, 15 years. And people don't really mind. As far as he's older, he can cater for the family. He's got the means, to pay the bills and so on. He's established. Maybe he's even a widower and looking for another woman to marry. Maybe he's divorced and so on. Women really don't mind. It is women that say they can marry any man. I've hardly hear men say they can marry any woman. So that's being on the table. The other side of the age difference is that it can lead to significant problems it creates by itself.
Yes. I emphasize that. But
The age gap, when it is very wide, can create its own problems on both sides. The first could be this. If the man is older, it means by reason of use, he has seen the years, like he's been there, done that.
Yes, no.
Okay?
Obviously.
Besides money, there are a lot of other things that make a home, that make a marriage good. But the man, maybe he's already 40, the lady is just about 20 something or so. His friends are people in his age grade and so on. There are some things that he will be talking to her. He may feel like he's talking to one girl somewhere that is just
No, I completely disagree.
Do you know why I agree with that? Something comes to mind now. There is a show, a morning show we used to watch all the time growing up. You know the show. And they once talked about this, and they brought their personal lives to the table. There was a 19-year gap from one of them. There was a 10-year gap from one of them. And one thing I noticed is your references, she won't understand.
There are some things you say she won't understand it until she
communication won't be.
Yes.
So everything you
Then you
do.
went to marry a dumb person.
No.
I don't understand.
No. Say for instance, if I'm with somebody now and I say something that was prevalent in the early 2000s when I was very young, and I marry someone that the formative years was, say, like now, do you get?
Okay.
There are some things that someone that the age gap is not so much, will be able to communicate on a certain level
I get
that with that person.
I get that,
It's-
but why is that a ground for the relationship to be stable, to be solitary?
No, it will cause friction in itself.
Why?
Okay, hold on.
Why? You already knew that-
Dave.
Okay.
Just hold on. Somebody come. I mean, these are practical because we're talking about marriage, right? Relationships. Practical case. Somebody comes and says, "Would you like to invest in my business? I'm selling XYZ." The man has seen length of years. He knows when somebody is lying, and he's saying the truth. So the woman takes $5 million and goes to him. He will tell her that thing you're putting this money in, it won't come back. She will be like, no. They said they are doing insurance. They said that, and he says that money will not come back. She will put the money down, and money doesn't come back. He knows, but because he does not have a way of telling her that this thing you're doing, because he to learn the hard way perhaps many years ago. So, but if he tells you this person you brought to this house, she can't be our house help in this house. I'm seeing as somebody who will run away in 2 weeks time. She will be saying, no, her mother told me, her father told me.
You won't judge things with the same
You won't be able to judge on the same wavelength. So that
friction.
yes, then
There will be friction.
Let me rush to the other side. The other side is hold on. There are ways the man will talk to her. she will feel like, why are you not talking to me like I'm your wife? Why are you talking to me as if I'm your...
Like you're my father.
Yes, exactly. Those things could also arise. That's why I said, I'm not saying it must always be there, but like it could, those are unique problems that could arise because of the uniqueness of the age gap.
The thing is, it is not an impossibility.
Yes.
The fact that the age gap, it might still work regardless.
Yes, but these are issues.
But there are some issues that I would rather, for me personally, I'd rather not entertain it at all.
Then
I wouldn't embrace, for me, 15 years. If 10 years is a long shot, that's a decade.
10 years is
Virginia,
not.
you
15.
see, the man could even be deceiving her for certain things, and she may never detect
At all, because there's experience.
because he has experience, and you know, like I said, I don't have length of years. It's not for nothing. He could be dying to about certain things that she may never detect.
But we women, we have this instinct.
Intuition.
Yes, we have this instinct that we might not know it 100%, but when we listen and just keep quiet, it tells us the truth.
Now, this is where that comes in. Women are, you know, they're very intuitive. They can pick
Yes,
things
yeah.
up, right? But women have it in different degrees. Hold on, women have it in different degrees. Recently on Facebook, I saw somebody saying that open to marriage, blah 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 blah. Body count no more than 3. You know what they're avoiding? They don't want somebody who has seen everything
Yorubas will say
and has
"Kutiro,
and has nothing to see again. So all those you are talking of instinct, he has already gauged you. Do you understand? In some relationships, when unexpected gifts come, they are small skills for something that is going on somewhere else. You will because your mind will be, the person is controlling you. That's manipulation.
To drop something, we talk about. Of course, talk about nursing. You know, we've heard that. There are a lot of, especially in school, you hear a year 4 guy talking to a year 1 girl. What is he trying to do?
Exactly.
Before you grow the lenses to be able to discern that I'm a liar.
Yeah.
The truth is, what you're talking about now, year 1 girl, how old is she? Because when I'm talking about age gap, I'm not talking about people that are still minors or people that are 18.
Let me help you. Why we can do that here is because, say from 16, the girl is 16, she enters school at say she enters school at 16, the guy in year 4 is 21. That's like a 5-year gap, is it not? Now 5 years from 16 to 21. That guy entered at 16 too, and 21. He has seen things the first year, second year. He has been equipped with enough knowledge to know what to say, how to say, when to use. So what I'm saying is that at 16, she has exercised her senses to a stage that is matured enough for a 16-year-old. If she were 21 and I was 40, I have exercised my senses to 40 years.
I still think you can get
Do you understand?
experience.
Even at 21, you are naive to someone that is 40.
I still think that at like maybe 25, you can still gather experience and be with an older person. I don't
It
think
is not an
I don't
impossibility.
think
We are weighing chances here. It is not an impossibility. I've seen successful ones, and I tell you, I have up close. I have seen the ones that nosedive. This one was, the woman was way older, the guy was younger. Everybody, the family members looked at it weird, but they said, you know what, we're still going to do it. And they went on with it. 10, 12 years down the line, it was a total
How are you
shit.
sure that the reason for its failure was the age gap?
I said it's up close.
If I could step in here, right? We're all saying the same thing on the table. We agree that, like I said at the beginning, I said, I have also seen people that, I've seen a 13-year gap. The man is 13 years older than the wife, and they are actually getting on along beautifully. So this is something very up close to me. So I'm not saying that it will fail. We're only talking about the other side of it that could happen, that also happens. And that there is the possibility of that always happening, because that is the way it is. It is nature. But for the exception of that have it working, it's beautiful, because we've also seen
Is it really? Because society does not always dragging people.
Enterprise TV, a tradition of truth.